Hello, 116th family. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lieutenant Taylor, and for those of you that do, it's always a pleasure. I have the opportunity today to talk about a program that is near and dear to my heart, as I spent nearly 4 years working with the program at the Oregon National Guard, and that is the State Partnership Program. I've been asked by leadership to talk a little bit about it and kind of give you a news brief, so to speak, SPP 101. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, the Oregon National Guard State Partnership Program. Some of you might be asking, what is the SPP? Well, SPP is a Joint Department of Defense, a DoD security cooperation program, National Guard Bureau, and executed by the Geographic Combatant Commands, the CCMDs, and sourced by the National Guard of the United States and territories. Uh, it basically links a state's National Guard with a partner nation's military, security forces, and disaster response organizations in a cooperative, mutually beneficial relationship. It's innovative, it's cost effective, it's flexible, and it has a small footprint. So it's a very functional, cost effective program. It supports the CCMD, U.S. Embassy, and partner nation objectives, builds defense capability and capacity, and fosters enduring personal and institutional relationships. A brief history about SPP. It began in 1993 with 3 Baltic republics. It expanded that same year to 10 other former Soviet bloc and Yugoslav countries. Currently, there are 78 SPP partnerships encompassing 85 partner nations. All 54 state and territory National Guards participate. This program continues to grow by an average of 2 new partnerships per year. This is a picture in late 1992. Then Chief of the National Guard Bureau, Lieutenant John B. Conway, lays a wreath at the Freedom Monument in Riga, Latvia. And this is a monumentous time in 2018 where the governor of Illinois and the Polish defense minister had an opportunity to celebrate uh, the 25th anniversary of the SPP program. The SPP in law and policy. The SPP is authorized by law, Section 341 of Title 10, United States Code, and governed by DoD Instruction 5111.20. Partnerships are established by the Secretary of Defense with the concurrence of the Secretary of State. By law, the mission of the SPP is to support the security cooperation objectives of the United States. This is a picture of Brigadier General Christopher Walker of the West Virginia National Guard giving a C-130 aircraft tour to Major General Luis Gutierrez of Peru in April of 2019 to show that it is very encompassing and it fosters a lot of great relationships. The Oregon National Guard SPP Security Cooperation Coordinating Partners. This is a diagram illustrating how the flow of information and authority works. As you can see, the Oregon National Guard here in the State Partnership Program has an administrative and funding oversight by the NGB J53. And it coordinates with U.S. Indo-Pacific Command and the United States of America Embassy in both Dhaka and Hanoi, the capitals of Bangladesh and Vietnam, respectively, through the Office of Defense Cooperation and the Bilateral Affairs Officers. These Bilateral Affairs Officers, otherwise known as BAOs, serve the Oregon National Guard in the ODC offices. The State Partnership Program, as previously mentioned, with 78 state partnerships, encompasses all the major combat commands. These two are our partners, Bangladesh and Vietnam. Bangladesh established in 2008 and Vietnam established in 2012, as you can see. This is a geographic location. What do we do? We do a tailored approach that can include senior leadership engagements, subject matter expert exchanges, familiarization events, cooperative training and exercises, and co-deployments. Examples of SPP focus areas are disaster response, emergency response, leader, staff, officer, and NCO development, aviation operations, maintenance and safety, cyber defense and communication security, infantry tactics, engineer activities, counterterrorism, and military medical. To kind of give you an idea, the geographical and population differences between Bangladesh, Oregon, and Vietnam and Oregon. Bangladesh's population is approximately 160 million in roughly a space that is 1.7 times smaller than Oregon, whereas Vietnam population is approximately 95 million with a space about 1.3 times bigger than Oregon. We've included a stamp of Oregon over each respective country. It's insane to hear some of the stories from the officers we've had and enlisted we've had an opportunity to work with about just their living environments. Next, we're going to just kind of discuss and go over the 5-year engagement plan of both Bangladesh and Vietnam. This is with U.S. Indo-PACOM state partners' security cooperation priorities, as previously mentioned. Our focus areas are mill-to-mill relationships, humanitarian and disaster relief, and counterterrorism. And there are different events that were planned and are planned over the next 5 years to encompass these activities. You will see pictures of a few, like senior leader engagements, mill-to-mill exchanges, and a cyber actually here in just a few moments. If you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to come and approach me anytime or ask your leadership, and I'd be more than happy to share in more depth about some of these activities that we have that are planned and will be planned in the future. But as you can see, there is a lot of focus on humanitarian disaster relief and the mill-to-mill relationships, building those enduring friendships over time. Here's a picture of a Bangladesh senior leadership engagement, the SPP dialogues, which alternate every other year in each respective country. So one year it'll be held here in the United States, the next year it'll be held in either Bangladesh or Vietnam. This is a picture of the Bangladesh Army that took place in September 2017. Here's a picture of a Vietnamese delegation that came to discuss cyberspace security, and this was a working group conducted with both Army and Air Force assets and U.S. Indo-PACOM. It was a lot of fun. We had a really great time. The picture of the tag and Lieutenant General from Venersacom to Vietnam, which is their Vietnam National Committee for Search and Rescue. Here's another picture of a tag and Lieutenant General Aziz from Bangladesh discussing disaster recovery here out of the Oregon Territorial Military Department. And here's a picture of Colonel Party and Command Master Sergeant Cole having a conversation with a colonel during that visit. But not everything is all business. We had an opportunity to break bread and have a lot of fun going on cultural trips. Included a lot of shopping, but from both the Vietnamese and Bangladesh. They love going to Costco, love going to Walmart. We had an opportunity to go to Mount Hood, and actually, a lot of them had never even seen snow. So it was a very cool opportunity. We actually got to do some sledding, as you can see here. We celebrated a 45th birthday with a Bangladeshi officer during a Bengal Guard activity. And we had many opportunities to go out and share a meal amongst one another and converse. This was done during the senior leadership visit with Bangladesh. Some of you might recognize this building here. This is out at Camp Rylea during the Great American Eclipse in August of 2017. Kind of just a fun picture, all of us staring up at the up at the cliffs while it was happening. And yes, that is me. And last but not least, just a great picture encompassing the end goal really is to build those enduring relationships with our partner countries. This is taken obviously down at Canada Beach, but it's a great picture showing the camaraderie that we had built over roughly the 2 weeks that the officers were here sharing time with us. And this was during a Bengal Guard event where we actually were able to bring in United States Border Patrol and do some tours of the Coast Guard, and it was a great time. I do recommend that if you have any inclination to participate in something that's kind of outside of the norm and you'd like to get some cultural experience, the SPP program is a fantastic way to do just that. Both either CONUS and UNCONUS, um, you have a chance to travel. Once we kind of get back to some normalcy, it's a great way to get some good bullet points, get some great participation, and build your character and repertoire as an officer or enlisted in the Oregon Air National Guard. Again, if you have any questions or would like some additional information, please reach out to your leadership and have them contact me directly, or if it's okay, you can contact me directly, just depending how your shop operates. But I appreciate your time and hope you enjoyed this brief on SPP and the program.